Oh.
So you're back for another week?
And you know they was talking
Oh,
about
I
us,
bet they
right?
are. Oh, I know. I know.
But guess what?
There will be no hateration
or
or
holleration
holleration
in
in
this
this
dancery.
dancery.
The nerve.
The gall.
The audacity.
Yeah, like I told her, like if you wanna pop off, pop off. And then she took off her chocolate, her toes, and all that. She was so funny. Live.
Ow. Hey. What it do?
This is how we started, huh?
That's right.
Hi, everybody.
What's up? I'm Donny and something's going on. Can I smell your dick?
Ooh. And I'm Rocky. And rah, Roma, gaga, ooh la la. Want your bad romance.
You are stupid. And welcome to the
Audacity. Ooh, not all that. Why you had to do all that? Oh, wow. You are ready.
You know, I'm ready. It's been a long time coming.
It really has.
It
really has. So, everybody, welcome to our show. This is the first episode.
Yes. We're going to start with some catch up. We're going to find out what we've been up to for the past, I guess, like week or so change, even though we kind of been on the phone with each other, so we know, but you don't know.
Ooh, they don't know, though, right?
They don't know. They don't know. What you been up to, girl?
I was going to ask you first. Why you always... Listen. This is what we're not finna do this time, okay? I was gonna ask you first. You're not gonna ask me nothing first.
I stay catching up. All right, I'll go first.
Yes.
I'm feeling blessed and overdrafted all day.
Ooh.
On Friday, I went to go see the Phoenix movie, the newest X-Men movie, and I was hoping that what I've been seeing about the reviews would be false and that the movie wasn't trash, but it was trash.
And
Wait,
Yeah.
the Dark Phoenix movie?
Yes, girl.
It was trash?
It was trash.
It
was trash.
Damn, Sansa.
And mind you, I was not awake for a lot of it. But what I was awake for, did not think it was good. And
I'm mad. He said he was not even awake.
No, yeah, because we were definitely drinking before we went to the movies, and so by the time we got in there, the bitch was twisted. I know, pure mess, and that was just the beginning. Like, I can't. But what pisses me off the most is just, like, after Storm, the Dark Phoenix is like my favorite character on X-Men. And on top of that, the Dark Phoenix saga is my favorite X-Men saga. I've been waiting for this movie for a long time. And I technically wanted this movie to be done with the original actress that played Jean Grey from the first 3 movies. But that clearly ain't happened. So you couldn't give me that. And you also couldn't give me like a good movie. It's like,
It was a double no, right?
Double no. Wasn't with the shits. So it's all good because luckily I didn't pay for the ticket. Thank you, Leo.
I ain't even gonna say nothing about because you know what came to my mind.
What?
And I ain't gonna say it because we friends and I don't want to be petty.
No, yeah,
Oh my
I was all the
God.
way pissed, but it's all good. It's all good. At least they made their money.
Yeah.
What about you, girl?
Well, I have been taking a much needed self-care pause and just been like nourishing myself, supplementing, binge watching, the usual, 90 Day Fiance. And yeah, and recently I started watching When They See Us. So I watched like part 1. And I had to it was like 7 minutes in and I had to pause because I was like, oh, I see what y'all doing. And I was like, I am not taking in any of this trauma, any of this programming. Like, I'm making that intention right now. Like, I had to stop and make a whole intention, okay? Because I was like, y'all, I know what y'all finna do.
I saw this post that I ended up sharing on Facebook where it's like, I'm not going to purposely traumatize myself by watching it. And I get it.
Right.
I was genuinely not aware of
the
fact that people really did not know the story. Because I remember when they were released. Like, it happened before we were born, but they were released. Like, we were definitely alive. It was what, 2002, 2004, something like that. But I remember when it was in the paper, and I remember my mother talking about it. And even then, I was very aware that it was a shitty story. And then further down the line, I was able to do more research on it, and I'm just like, I know what happened. It sucks, and unfortunately, it happens to a lot of people. But I am not going to put myself through that.
Still happening to this day.
Yeah. So I'm glad that more people are aware of it. And I'm glad that people are trying to make moves. And I think karma is very much so at work.
Especially for that bitch. Oh my God. But yeah, I genuinely didn't know about the story because I was very like not about the news when I was growing up, so I had no clue about it. Like, I've heard about it, but I've never like looked into it. So I'm like just watching this as an observer, and I'm like, I just want to see what took place. But the shit that's been like shit that I've been seeing has been like, wow.
And it's just it's a shame. It still baffles me how people can look towards making other people's lives miserable.
Other human beings, right?
Yeah, like I don't get how people can go to sleep at night knowing that they do things like that, knowing that they are affecting people's lives in such a negative way, in it being undeserving. And just be okay with it. Like, you have family members yourself, and it's like, could you not put yourself in that position where that could happen to someone that you love?
Well, I heard that there was like a very special ingredient in mayo that made you like really not give a fuck. So like when you be eating too much mayo, it's just like no fucks given. Like, you only care about other people that be having too much mayo.
They don't even spread it on the bread. They just dip it in and just
dip it instead of ranch. Like, it's mayo,
it's
you know?
mayo.
Yeah, I heard about that. Catch the shade, bitch.
Catch it. Wordplay. No, yeah.
So yeah, that was it's hard to watch, but I really genuinely like I feel like I can handle it.
Yeah. And I think that the best thing to remember is that, they were able to get out of the situation. And,
but even still,
I don't think any amount of money, could
no amount of money
up for what was done to them. But at least they are, living their best life right now. I think a lot of them are parents, if not all of them, and hopefully their story influenced their children to be able to be advocates for themselves and also the people that are in the community that they identify with. So through this shitty thing, hopefully there is some good that can come from it.
One can only hope.
One can only hope, bro.
I think we need to ban mayo. Anyways, let's get to moving.
Yes.
It is time for Donny's 60-second K-pop rant.
Yes. 안녕하세요, Donny입니다. I'm going to do a 60-second K-pop rant because that is all that I have been given because somebody ain't about that life. But it's all good because you know what? I'm going to talk about some mad shit up in these 60 seconds.
Well, damn.
Starting the timer. Here we go. And click. All right. So, one of my favorite groups, EXID, they announced that this single that they released is basically going to be their last for a hot ass minute because two of the members decided to leave the label and go about their life. And so my heart is a little bit broken, and they trying to act like they're going to come back together at some point and still release music, even though they're not with the same label. But there's the mad ass groups that say they're going to do that and they don't do it. So we'll see. But either way, it's going to be like a good ass 2 years before we hear anything from them, unless they do a unit group. And it makes me sad, but the song was lit as hell, so listen to it. It's called Me and You. CLC is promoting, I forgot what the name of the song is called, but I fuck with CLC. And they finally got #1. So I'm happy that they're doing their thing. I'm happy that they finally want to come up because they deserve it. They've been in the game that long. My girl's Ladies Code has finally finished promotions, and it pisses me off because it's only been 3 weeks. But listen to their song called Feedback. And Kristen broke up, and I'm pissed off about it. Pledis, you're trash. Thank you. And that was my...
Was that your alarm going off?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Thank you for listening. My money's on the sale.
I am so done with you. Speaking. What language is that? Is that Japanese?
Korean. K-pop.
Listen,
Dumbass.
I'm not. Listen.
It's like fucking Brienne when she heard my rap on Belly of the Beast and she's like, what's that? Cantonese? Like, no.
It could have been. It could have been.
It could have been.
Right.
It could have been. You're so stupid. Thank you for that K-pop brand. What were you just speaking? Japanese?
Can we? Why you still roasting me though? Like, let's move on. That was, y'all, I be having these airhead moments, but I'm smart as hell, I promise.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
But sometimes, sometimes the smartest people be having like the only airhead moments.
Deadass. There was this one time
I have a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, I got mad high one night and forgot I had a right hand. And that's with all seriousity. I have someone that can like verify it. It happened. But
we gonna talk about that on another day. Cause what?
Yeah, that's me.
We need to have a high moments episode.
Oh yes, we do. All right. So now we're gonna go on to our next segment. Rocky, what's going on Black Twitter?
You didn't say it with enough aggression.
Oh, I got you. Yo, Rocky.
Yeah.
What be happening on Black Twitter though?
This week on Black Twitter. Enter Beyonce Gate. Oh, you should have known. You should have known we were going to be talking about this.
Thank you.
So, well, I have a couple of topics for Black Twitter, but we're going to start with Beyonce. So apparently Beyonce was at this basketball game with Jay-Z, and the wife of the owner was sitting next to her and leaning over Beyonce to speak to Jay-Z. And if Beyonce hadn't had the only stank face in the world, I don't think the internet would have even like taken this seriously. But okay, they took it there. And this poor girl is over here now like having to like post like do press releases because she leaned over Beyonce. Right. What you gotta say about this?
The annoying thing about it was that the bitch was trying to hook them up. Right. Like it wasn't even like she's just like, excuse me, Beyonce. So what's up, Jay? What's going on? What's your story? She was trying to hook the niggas up with some drinks. So it's like, what's your problem, girl?
See, and it got to the point where Beyonce had to release a statement like, y'all, you do not need to go.
She released
y'all don't need to go. Yes. Like somebody from her team or her, like basically coming from her camp, released a statement like, y'all need to be kind to everybody, blah, blah, blah. Like, why y'all doing
Because I'm like, yo, she's staying silent for a hot ass minute.
Yeah, because it got out of hand. Like I heard like the girl like the woman had to turn off her
social media
comments.
Or something like that, right? Or some shit.
I heard like she turned off her comments or whatever because she was like getting death threats and stuff.
Beehive don't care. They like, I don't care if you're a billionaire. I will still snatch you up. And it's too much. Is
it that deep?
It's not that deep. Okay,
thank you.
It's not that deep, guys.
Like
Beyonce eats and shits and farts and gets sick and says stupid shit just like the rest of us.
But guess what though?
human.
But guess what?
What?
Even if that wasn't true and she like was like an actual alien or whatever, it still is not affecting your life.
Exactly.
So for you to be like immersing yourself in this whole situation and like
Exactly.
getting upset and like taking time to write people.
No, seriously.
So yeah,
All
y'all
the
need to
fuck
y'all need to
that. Y'all
calm
be
the fuck
doing the
down. Be hot.
absolute most. Like, I'm waiting for the day that Beyonce farts into a microphone and they're like, yo, Beyonce just made farting happen. Like,
No,
yo, like,
I can't.
stop it. Stop it.
Too much.
Fall all the way back.
Okay, and also on Black Twitter, it's apparently above me.
Ooh, and
Do you know what I'm You know what I'm talking about, right?
it's above me.
It's above me.
Above me.
In the climate
Okay.
that we're in. In the
You
climate
weren't sorry
that
when you
we're
said
in.
it.
You weren't sorry when you called me a nigga.
Nigga.
I bet she said it with the hard ER, like the only hard ER.
This is my. I wish I could have heard that conversation.
Right.
I wish. Like, I just imagine it's like, listen, nigga. I'm nigga. Listen, nigga.
Nah, she must have just had a whole tub of mayo.
Right? A whole tub of mayo. She must have really loved her grandmother because her morning turned her into.
No, it was the grandmother that was doing that.
Didn't they say the grandmother just died? That they were there for like a grandmother funeral.
Oh, okay, but the lady's voice sounded old, so she was old too.
So it's like,
Yeah,
girl, just go to the Best Western next door.
right. He made it clear, like you are not welcome here. It's above him. There's nothing he can do about it.
But did you see when he got caught for his shit and started getting dragged?
What he do?
Oh yeah,
nah.
bitch.
What
People started
happened?
in his history, and apparently sis was posting a lot of transphobic shit on Twitter.
Oh God.
Basically saying like how trans people make it hard for the rest of the community, and how he don't fuck with trans people and all. No, yeah, sis went off. And
Well, damn. You know what? Let's move on.
Right.
It's above me. It's above me at this point. Let's move on. So, lastly, on Black Twitter, we're gonna touch on this very quickly, but I just literally want to make mention of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I call acrylic daddies.
Oh, what?
You know what I'm talking about too. So there are photos going around with people like Chris Evans and Thor, because I don't know his real name, with full on acrylic sets and bonnets and wigs and all. Yo.
So, first time I saw the picture, I didn't pay too much attention to it. I was like, people are stupid.
But then I kept seeing it everywhere. I was like, yo, who is making these?
Who the fuck is doing this?
Yo, somebody.
The time.
That's what I wanted to know. Like the time, the dedication, and the way they placed the acrylics was so perfect too.
Yes. The nail placement.
Right, the nail placement. That was like a master Photoshop person.
In each of these pictures, you know exactly who these bitches are.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. I can't even lie. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
And let's move on, guys. It is now time to go off. Go off. Go off. So this is the segment. This is a segment where we rant about shit that we need to go off about because we need to release it. Right. Okay. Who want to go first?
I will start.
Okay.
So we are in June, and Pride Month has started kicking off, and of course, with anyone celebrating Pride, comes its haters. So Netflix shared a very nice video, and it basically features different people that identify with the LGBTQIA LMNOPQRS community. And of course, people decide that they want to jump up in the comments and express their displeasure for the video and how they will no longer be subscribing to Netflix because of their support. Okay? So what I have to say doesn't just apply to the LGBTQ community. It applies to basically everyone. If you don't agree with someone or their lifestyle, you have the right to your opinion. You do not have the right, however, to project that onto someone else. Bitch. Because it's not your fucking place. If you're walking in the street and there's a brick, are you going to tell the brick that you don't appreciate it being in your place? No. You're going to walk around the brick and you're going to keep going about your fucking life. So, shut up, mind your fucking business, and keep it moving. Because no one cares what you think about their lives. Bitch. And their lives are none of your fucking business. Okay? So, when you decide that you're ready to bring your negativity into someone else's place, also expect yourself to get dragged. Because no one fucking asked you, Triesha. So you and Triesha and the Tri-Babies can stay home. Because you're not invited. You're not invited to the show. You're not on the set list. You won't be opening the show. You won't be closing the show. Security will keep you at the door.
Oh, damn.
And that has been me going off.
Oh my God. I've been waiting so long because somebody tried my life, y'all.
I feel very attacked.
Little backstory. I was in the market for a new plant because I love my plants. I love taking care of them and growing them from seeds. So I really wanted a banana plant.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did my research and I saw this seller on eBay from France, pretty close to where I live. And I ordered some seeds from him because he had good reviews and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
As one would do.
Right.
The seeds come, no problem. I do the whole germination process, which usually takes like a week or whatever, depending on what kind of seed it is.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me why this motherfucker sold me a fake banana seed.
Shut up.
After weeks of trying to germinate this fucking seed, I realized that it was 3D printed.
No.
Yes, and it was expensive as hell too for that one seed. So I want to know where my money at, bitch.
Where is it?
Pierre.
Ooh.
Tell me this person did not try my whole entire life.
Where's
tried
that?
My whole entire life.
Wow.
So yeah, that was my little
That's
rant.
Disrespectful. And Pierre,
that was very
on a flight of fucking
disrespectful.
steps and skip your tooth
Damn.
on the banister.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What is germination? Like, what is that? The process?
It's like when you get it to root so that you can plant it.
Oh.
So you have to usually there's different ways to do it, but usually you put it in a damp paper towel and then you put it in a plastic bag and then leave it in a dark space for depending on the seed, a few days or up to a week or more.
Ah.
Yeah.
We learn something new every day. I had no idea.
All right. So now we're getting into the main topic, right?
Yes. So being as though this is our first episode, we wanted you guys to be able to get a good sense of us and get a cool intro so that you can get to know us. So we figured that we would come up with 21 questions for each other, and you guys get to see how we would answer these questions for each other.
Insert 50 cents, 21 questions.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, who trying to go first? Should we take turns? Should we ask like 3 questions, then the other one 3 questions, and then like keep doing
Okay,
like
yeah.
that? Or just do the whole 21 straight up like
Oh,
that?
no, yeah. I was definitely thinking we can go back and forth.
Okay, so 3 at a time, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question first.
Alright.
Donny,
Yes.
what is your favorite drink?
Like alcoholic drink?
I knew you was going to say that.
Because that's where my mind
Because I know that when you hear drink, you think of alcohol.
Straight to liquor. You already know.
Yep, that's why I said, that's why I chose that question, so that they can know about you.
Right? Mm-hmm. And it's like to
So what is
it? Let's see. Well, I'm a huge whiskey head, so anything with whiskey. But if we're gonna go by like drink names, I love me a Long Island.
Wow.
And there's
You were the only person that says that.
And there's what?
Everybody's like,
Long
oh,
Island's
don't do the Long
amazing.
Island iced tea. You'll get knocked out.
Bitch, I
Meanwhile,
will throw back like 3 of them.
oh
Like,
wow.
I will down me some Long Island.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. God forbid I find a place where they're cheap, because usually like at
Not God
in New
forbid.
York, like right. Because
Say it.
I will know what kind of night it's gonna be.
Mhm.
Because usually they'll run you like $13, like $12, $13. But if you find you like a good ass dive bar, you can get you a Long Island for like $7. And those be the nights that I will go the fuck off on some Long Island. Yes.
All right. So, what is a stereotypical Black food that you don't like? I'm calling you. What do you mean?
Well,
I just want to know.
Recently come to someone's that I do not like cornbread.
Y'all, this Negro talking about he don't like cornbread.
But wait.
Okay, continue.
Like, I will eat cornbread with the right pairing. So say like I'm eating like a beef stew or something like that. Or like some oxtails.
You ain't say that when you told me. You said you ain't like.
what I said. I said I have to have something where I can dip it.
Now you trying to cover it up and like, nah.
I have to be able to dip it inside the gravy and like sop it up so that it has the gravy in it. Then I can eat it. Other than that, I will leave that shit right on the plate. Right on the plate.
If you say so. Okay, this one's a little more.
My mother didn't know, and I thought she did. Because I was telling her about our conversation when you was like, what? And she stopped.
So even your mom.
Yeah, she stopped too. She was washing the dishes, and she stopped washing the dishes. She was like, you don't eat cornbread.
Right. Like, whose child is this?
It's like, oh, whose no.
Right. Did she disown you at that moment?
Yes, she did. She did.
Good, as she should.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you define as happiness?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I feel like happiness is a sense of being content with what your life is and where you're at. For a long time, I used to place happiness in objects or people, and that had to stop because all of those things are finite, and it doesn't mean that you necessarily always have access to it. And so I had to find that internally. And so my happiness comes from finding love for myself, my self-love, finding confidence in myself, getting over times when I'm feeling anxious or depressed, and being able to do that on my own, just with myself being able to reassure myself that I'm good and that I'll be okay. But I'm not sure really if there's like a specific definition, because to me it's just so broad. I think it's just just having a sense of being content and good in where you stand in life, like at that time.
I agree.
Yeah, I like that question.
That's why I asked it,
Okay.
bitch.
If you were queen for a day, what would be the first rule that you would declare?
For a day, bitch, I'm queen every day. But on a casual day of being queen, what would I
What's the first
declare?
rule that you would declare?
Hmm. Oh, that nobody gotta work.
Yes. Yes. Rocky for queen. Rocky for queen.
Yay!
Yes. Come through.
Y'all don't see me, but I'm doing my wave.
Okay. If you could have a session with any 3 artists, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Definitely Lana Del Rey, because
Right.
I feel like she's an alternate version of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I always like predict her songs before it happens. Like, okay, remember when Ride first came out?
Yeah.
You know that hum that she does in the beginning of
I was
Ride?
just about to
I
say.
literally sang it before. Right. What were you about to
Yeah.
say?
The hum, because I remember when you told me about it.
It freaked me out because it's like I knew it already, and like it was the first time I was listening to it, and I sang it like at the same time that she did. I was like, bitch, like get the fuck out of my head,
Yes.
Lana.
Yes.
So it would definitely be Lana. You said 3, right?
And they can be both
who
alive or
else?
dead.
Damn, this is hard.
Right? There's like so many people.
There would okay, DMX. Because let me tell you, I had a dream about him the other day, and you were in it.
What was wrong with DMX?
Do you want to hear
Yes.
me? No, okay. We were like on these dirt bikes in like this sand, like these sand dunes. And there was this DMX song playing that like I've never heard before, but it was lit. Like we were all like partying, going off, like riding these bikes and stuff. And then I was like, yo, DMX is a musical genius.
DMX is the shit.
And then I woke up.
What they really want from a nigga.
Word!
What? Oh my god. Yes.
But yeah. Okay, wait, I take that back. Not TMX, but I just wanted to mention that dream. That's why I said that. Number 2 would definitely be Kanye West, because I don't care what nobody says. I love Kanye and his talent and his craft. And I do think he's a genius. I think he's just like lately been going through a mental health problem, which he said so himself, and you can't really blame people when they do shit like that. And his words didn't kill nobody, so y'all can get over that shit. Or not, that's fine. What else? Oh my god, I had the third person. Oh, Kid Cudi. Because that's my baby daddy.
That would be a pretty lit
And really, you can see it, right?
see that with all of you guys. Yeah.
Nah, like Kid Cudi, like I have to meet him.
I would jump in really quick to say hi to Lana and be like, "Hey, girl, I love you, girl. You need to come to New York."
Hey, girl, and then be like, "Let's kick him out. He's not a rich old white man." Like,
I love it. I still want to see her live so bad.
If she comes to New York,
if she ever comes to New York, which nope.
Nope.
The minute we get to go to California, the first thing we're gonna do.
She'll come to New York. Like, guys, I know I've been neglecting my hometown.
So everything that I possibly could have. Now is the time.
The one time we're in LA. I can't. She would do some shit like that.
Okay.
Okay, next.
If you could time travel to any time, when would it be? And why come?
Oh, I would definitely go back to when I was in middle school because we was doing the most. Shout out to Natalie. shout shout out to the whole crew. Like, we were living our best entire lives in middle school, okay? Like, we had whole ass, like, what's the word? Like, we had a lot going on. Like, we were living full lives. We had stuff to do, people to see, places to go.
Milk
we were like,
to throw.
Right. Wait, what'd you say? Milk to throw?
Yeah.
What you know?
You don't remember what you told me?
Shut up. Don't say it. Don't say it. Do not say it.
Let's just say Rocky has like some history, but
who doesn't? You know, let's move on. You know what? Now that I got a question for you. Moving on.
Okay, go ahead, girl.
I can't believe you. Like, you.
The minute you said middle school, I was like, "Oh, I'm bringing it up."
Your brain, that would be the first place your brain goes, because you just that petty.
Because I'm that big.
Oh my god. So, next question. What did you do last night?
What did I? Yo, I was like a whole ass corpse all day yesterday, and it was a mess because I got mad drunk on Friday when we went to that fucking movie. So yeah, I really didn't do much. Like I got first I woke up and was scared as shit because I thought it was Sunday, and I was like, "Bitch, we gotta record. You gotta figure your life out." And then while I'm in the shower, I'm like, "Oh wait."
Oh my god.
So yeah, I just legit was a zombie ass bitch up in this room looking at YouTube videos. Mad depressing ass YouTube videos now that I realize it. I was looking at shit about
what kind of YouTube videos were you
first
watching?
I was doing like a Shane Dawson binge, but it ended up getting into like serious videos because you know how he does like more documentary style now. So it was shit with like him like talking to his father that he didn't talk to in a long time and like confronting people from his past so that he can kind of move on from stuff. Then it was like one about like this dude that he went to school with that ended up killing his uncle. And how he was just trying to look into that because he always thought the dude was really cool and really nice to him when other people weren't. And so he was shocked that this was the direction that the kid went through. And then that led to this random ass video that I found where it was like a compilation of creepy videos where it's like pictures that people take right before they die or some shit like that.
Ooh, I love those kind, like the creepy pasta, and that used to be my shit. Like, I would like have that playing while I do stuff around the house, like just like scary stories and stuff, or like Reddit stories. Oh my god,
I did that a lot in high school, but this is the first time I've done it in a while, and so I was just like, wow. And then I started looking up the stories to like see if they were like valid and shit like that. And somehow it got to the Titanic. Like, girl, it was a whole ass.
What the hell? Okay, I'm not even gonna ask. How the hell? Okay, so you were having a binge session.
A binge ass session.
Okay, next question. What were you doing a year ago?
That is so funny because I kind of have a question kind of sort of like that for you. A year, literally, so like a year ago around this time, I was preparing to shoot the video for Control. And in usual fashion, shit was falling apart. And on top of that, I was also preparing for a show that I had to put on with like my job or whatever. So that was a lot because, whole mess. Like everyone that was basically supposed to be there to be like extras and stuff like that canceled day of. Like my dancers canceled day of.
Damn, even the dancers? I thought it was just like the extras.
No, everybody, girl. My hair person was like over an hour late, which pushed things back.
The hair person.
Which meant because we had to like make sure to catch certain shots, like depending on like the sun position and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that really pushed a lot of stuff back, and it was not a great day. Like I had some fun, but I wasn't able to really be in it, which is why there's no video yet.
Yeah.
But you can listen to it on basically every sound platform.
Yes,
Do
you
you
better
want to?
plug that
That's
shit.
right. Jupiter and Scorpio. The song is called Control. Do you know how much money I've made off that song so far?
Ooh, you made money?
Yes, you ready?
How much?
$1.06.
You go split that with me?
You
Can
were
I get
ready.
like
You were ready.
20%?
You were ready. I'm gonna
I
give
got
you like
20.
50 cents. I'm gonna put the other 50 cents in my overdraft, and then it's
Yes.
gonna be you win.
Yes. Who's that over? Why do you always have an
Always,
overdraft?
always. Like whole
See,
ass mess.
see, we gonna fix this with the upcoming
That's right,
problem,
y'all.
upcoming questions.
That's right.
So yeah. Did I ask you three? No, that was two. So one more. What shows are you into?
Ooh. Okay, what have I been watching? There's a new show on Netflix. And I forget what it's called. I think it's like, oh wait, no. Okay. So there's a show called I Think You Should Leave Now, or I Think You Should Leave, or something like that. And
Whose show is that? Mariah Carey?
you, she needs to leave and go to sleep.
Did you see that song she made, the new one?
She got more music out.
I need you to get the fuck out.
Oh, oh. Was it good?
It wasn't. But she looked cute in the video, but I was like, but why, girl?
Yeah.
But she looked real cute. But yeah,
I mean,
it reminded me of that.
least, like
The name.
at the very least, she needs to at least look good, because
Right. She was coming with the looks.
okay. And it's like there aren't a lot of episodes, and the episodes are short, and they're like basically like just different like funny like scenes that happen throughout it, and it has like my type of like stupid ass humor that I go for, and I love it. And then there's another show that's an animated series called Paradise PD, and it's from the makers of Brickleberry from Comedy Central, but it's like 10 times more crass and inappropriate because it's an official Netflix series. So I love it even more, and it like got renewed for another season, so I'm excited about that. But I'm trying to think. Other than that, just like I just watch a lot of fucking Netflix. I barely turned the TV on. I was watching Drag Race for this season, and it just finished, and the person that I wanted to win won. Yes, Evie. And that's pretty much it, girl. Okay. What TV character did you have a crush on as a teen?
It could be movies or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo and Juliet.
Oh my God.
I used to make out with the TV. Like I used to pause it and make out with him on the TV. Yeah.
He was so hot in that
So
movie.
cute, right? He
Oh
did.
my
And it was
God.
only in that movie too, for whatever reason. It was only in that movie.
It's like,
Yep.
like I love Johnny Depp, but like my favorite Johnny Depp era is Crybaby.
Yes.
Like that is my Johnny Depp, where I'm like,
That, oh my God, now you made me want to watch that again.
I love that movie so much.
It was the best.
It was, because when I was a kid, I had a huge obsession with Ricky Lake. So
Not Ricky Lake.
oh yes,
my God.
I love me some Ricky Lake, and like I used to make like the kids in the neighborhood like play Ricky Lake, where I was playing Ricky Lake, and they were like the audience and shit like that. Like I love Ricky Lake, but so because of that, I was obsessed with Hairspray, and I was obsessed with Crybaby.
Yeah, I loved Crybaby.
Yes. Okay. If you could push 3 people down a flight of steps with no repercussions, who would it be?
Nah. See, this is what we not gonna do. I would never push nobody down those steps, with even if nobody was watching me. Okay. You were so evil. That's that Scorpio shit.
You wouldn't even just like, stick a little foot out.
How would you chill? But if I absolutely had to, which I wouldn't, the first person would be B.O.B.
Who the fuck is that?
Thank you. Okay, let me stop. That's not nice. Okay, I take that back. I didn't mean that. There's just, those people that like you just don't vibe with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's a rapper, by the way.
Okay.
There's just something about him that me na gusta.
Gotta take the
Yeah,
steps, boo. Gotta take the
yeah,
steps.
he's going down them steps. Who
Yeah.
else? Oh, the Orange, Agent Orange definitely got to go down
Agent Orange?
with the toupee.
No idea.
Agent Orange with the toupee. He leading your country right now.
Oh, ugh. That. Oh yeah, he gotta take every flight. Every flight.
Every flight, like kick him down like the
Like
top of the
empty
Trump
Esha
Tower.
steps.
Like how many floors that got? Like 60 more?
Right? Yeah, let him take a trip.
The only trip, okay.
The only trip.
Who else? I really don't dislike a lot of people. Like even these people, like I'm indifferent as hell about them. Like I don't care. Who else? There's somebody that really get on my nerves, but I can't think of them right now.
I know. I'm trying to think if there's anyone I know that like gets under your skin, but I can't think of
Right.
anyone.
I feel like you would
Right?
know.
Damn. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, this isn't big, but since I can't think
Uh-huh.
of nothing, it would definitely have to be Miss Sex was Spectacular, Kitty Williams.
Miss Promises.
The
Oh,
promise.
she could catch a whole flight. A whole flight. Her and her mother.
I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. That video resurfacing on Facebook.
No, tell me why for the longest you couldn't even
You
find it on
couldn't
YouTube.
find it.
Because she made sure that like nobody could like ever watch it
And then
again.
remember that interview where she was really trying to act like it was supposed to be like a political statement? And it's like, no, like
No, she
people
didn't.
didn't get it. Like this is like just what the girls do, and this is like what I was trying to show them, like what they look like. It's like
Girl.
no,
Girl.
no, Tiffus. That's not what you was doing.
Not deep. No! Stop it! No, like once I heard what she did to Natari, the other member of 3LW,
yeah.
I was like, this bitch really tried
And the
it.
thing, so I remember when people were talking about it, like in school. Like I remember people joking around about it and saying that that was what happened and that that's why Notori was gone. But I just thought it was like kind of rumor. Like you know how like it was going around that Sierra was a
man.
Yeah. You know, I thought it was
like
one of those. Yeah. So I didn't pay much attention to it. It wasn't until I actually like researched that I found out that that shit was true. Like, and when I listened to the Wendy Williams interview, like crazy. She would have got dragged.
I don't fuck with demons like that.
She would
Okay.
have got dragged. Ooh, but when she blew up,
she would have got
that her mother really wasn't her mother. She was like her older sister or something like that.
What the hell? Okay, moving on, because this is getting no. This is what we're not finna do. Next question.
Yeah, I will drag Keely all day.
Yes, going down the stairs.
That ass. Okay, if there was a soundtrack to your life, name 2 songs that would be on the track list.
Oh my god. One of them would definitely have to be Christina Aguilera's oh fuck, what's the name? Where she's in the rain.
I Turn to You?
Yes, bitch!
I was just going off to that in the shower.
I sang that for my high school. No, it wasn't high school. It was middle school. See, middle school was popping. Like, I'm telling you. I sang that for my middle school choir with my bestie, Ariel. And, like, we was going in because we had that end part where she really belts. And we killed it.
Yes.
What? That part. That part.
Yes. Ugh.
That part, me and my good sis Ariel, we had that part. We was like, because we was just sitting waiting for that part.
Yes.
And
right, because that's the part. That's the part.
Everybody was like, wow.
Yes. Oh.
So I will never forget that song because of that.
I love it.
And what else? Yo, there's legit a song that I listen to every day. But I can't think. What the fuck? See, this is why I don't like being on the side.
It's okay. We can just take that one.
Okay. Is it my turn to ask you again?
Yes, it is.
All right. So, what would your friends say you're the most known for?
Being the negative influence, like when they need an excuse to like get drunk when they know they gotta work the next day.
Oh, you bad.
Or, I know. It's like I'm that person where if if we have the chance to get into like some crazy shit while we're out, if I'm not there, they wouldn't have gone with it. Like, I'm usually the one that convinces them that it's okay to kind of do something that's crazy and just like be in the moment.
Oh, so you Hillary Duff.
Why not?
Why not? Take a crazy chance.
Right? I was just watching a video that was about Hillary Duff and all this shit. Like,
I fucking love Hillary Duff. She was the unproblematic queen of Disney, okay?
And watching that video, I did not realize, one, how many albums of hers I had. Two, how many bops she had. Like, I really used to turn
No, she had the bops. She had bops.
And I totally forgot about them until like the clips would come on. I'm like, oh shit, I used to fuck with this album. Okay. But yes.
Okay. So what do you hope never changes?
About myself? Or just like
about anything in general?
What do I hope never changes? I think just the general sense of like hope and promise. Like, I think even when I get like in my saddest moments, deep down there's still always that sense of hope and belief that things are going to be okay. And inevitably that's that feeling that keeps me going when I don't want to. And it's like I've experienced that moment being gone for a time in my life, and I appreciate having it back. And so that's something that I hope I'm able to keep now for the rest of my time here. Word.
That's real.
Word.
That is real. So, what is a skill that you really want to master?
Ooh. What is a skill that I really want to master? Freestyling.
Ooh.
Both lyrically and dance-wise, because freestyling scares the shit out of me, because I'm not in super control. And when I see how it comes so easily for people, especially with dancing, it's inspirational, but I'm also like, oh, I wish I could do it like that, because then I could choreograph my own stuff more easily. I wish, that I could just kind of throw myself into that instead of having to be so controlled with the way that I create things.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Those are dope questions.
Jeez.
Okay. If you had a boat, what would you name it?
Oh my God. A damn boat?
A boat. What would you name her?
Side note, did you see Acrimony?
No.
Okay, don't ever watch it. Okay. It would call.
I was waiting for you.
It would call.
I knew.
I am so fucking done. Oh my God. Y'all see what I'm talking about, right?
Ooh.
I can't. It would be called This Pussy Does Not Pop For You.
Oh. I like her. Yes. I like her.
I like her too. It's like a yellow font with like pink in it somewhere.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Describe your dream home.
Well, one of them is gonna be like this loft, but it's high rise, and it has ceiling, like floor to ceiling windows.
Yes, bitch.
Yes, floor to ceiling windows, bitch. It definitely has a balcony. Yeah. Actually, it has a rooftop, not even a balcony. It has a balcony and a rooftop where I have my garden there and grow fruit and shit, you know? And Yeah, like it would just be popping as hell, like open spaces, like an open concept,
I
plants
love
everywhere.
that. Yeah, that's one thing that like I'm super serious about, like windows.
Oh yeah, that's very important.
Oh yeah, gotta have it. Gotta have it.
And like throughout the whole place too, like
Yes.
windows everywhere.
Okay. How is your life different 1 year ago, and how different do you want it to be 1 year from now?
Nigga. 1 year ago, um, I was more so focused on developing spiritually. Like my journey was really like more so in the spiritual realm. So if I look complacent
Right.
over here on this side, it was because I was more so
Mm-hmm.
on the other side. Whoever understands that will understand it. Um, how different I want it to be a year from now, I definitely want to be in a place where I feel more comfortable
Mm-hmm.
to express myself. I definitely want to like, because I feel like I hold myself back a lot
Mm-hmm.
because of perception or whatever, but I want to like genuinely like not give a fuck,
Right.
but I still kind of do at this point, but I'm working on getting there, not giving a fuck. Was that 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, Jadudi,
What to do?
this is a very important
All
question.
right.
What website do you visit the most?
Pornhub.
This is why I asked this question.
I know
Moving on,
it.
because they needed to know. The people needed to know.
It's true. It is true.
I had to call you out.
That's my baby.
Since you insist on calling me out, I had to call you out.
And the fact that Kanye West got a free ass premium membership for life on Pornhub, like he needs that.
What he do to get that?
He tweeted some shit about it, and they gave him a free membership.
Well, you need to get to tweeting then.
That ass, cause like the fuck.
So, okay, what movie title best describes your life?
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to write that question too. That is so funny.
Ooh.
What? So there's gonna be Cornball, but it's one of my all-time favorite movies. But I also feel like it's like, so I'm gonna say Practical Magic. And I'm
Ooh.
gonna say that, yes, because I feel like me being here is the result of something magical. Like
You better say
I
that
feel
shit.
that there's power in love. I feel like there's power in acceptance and support, and having gained love for myself, feeling the love that I feel from my chosen family, it gives me a strength that is beyond words. Like it it makes me feel like I could do anything that I want to do in life, and
That's right.
I just think it's a beautiful thing, and I hope that magic,
Oh, it won't. Don't say you hope, because it won't. It won't. It ain't going nowhere.
That's right. God damn it. But yeah,
Right.
I will go with Practical
Okay.
Magic.
Yay. I like that answer. And what is your most favorite memory?
What is my most favorite memory?
On top of your head, like what's the first, even if it's not the best one, like what's the first thing?
that popped up was when we performed for Baruch.
Wait, was that the one we did together?
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Party on the concrete. Stop they heads.
Maybe you should let the other singer sing a little more to help you out with that.
Do you remember? Get ready to attack, smack, make that runway crack with your mind.
With your mind.
Because it's the mind that's doing all that shit. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yo, they don't even get what we're talking about, but this shit is so funny.
Dead ass. And I will not be linking you guys to that. You don't.
Wait, but why was that the first thing you thought of?
I don't know. I think it's because I just saw the picture recently. And
I liked like the whole preparation of it.
Yeah.
Like that was fun.
Yeah. And I think I want to be back on the stage so bad that lately I've just really been thinking about the performances that I've been able to have.
Yeah.
And I feel like that one is the closest to a stage that I want to have that I've had so far, where it's like I had all the dancers and I had vocalists like helping me out, and like we went over wardrobe and like did all this stuff, and it just felt really great.
Yeah.
You know,
it was really well put together.
It was. And then we had a really great time after that, because then we go to the pier afterward and like get drunk.
I think that was another day. Yeah.
But yeah, that was lit.
Yeah, that was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's your turn.
Okay. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I would definitely want to teleport.
Right?
That is like, I'm going to learn that shit if it's the last thing I do. Because if I could teleport, that would literally like fix my whole life.
Then I can stop being late all the time.
Deadass.
Right?
Like, not even that. I would just be in like bad random countries doing the weirdest shit. Like, oh, you would call me up like, oh, do you want to come out tomorrow? Sure. Yeah. What time? I'll be there. Blue, 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 blue. all that. And I'll just be there like, what to do? Okay, bye, y'all. Gotta go back to Europe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be lit.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Oh god. Why would you? Okay, go ahead.
And technically I've already asked you this before, but I can't remember what your choices were. Childish. Tyler. ASAP. Go.
I would marry Childish Gambino.
Smart.
I would fuck ASAP Rocky. And I would kill Tyler, but that doesn't mean that I don't like. I love Tyler so much. But it's just the kind. It's above me. It's above me.
Yes.
Yeah,
see, I would marry Tyler, kill ASAP, fuck Childish.
Why would you kill ASAP?
He can stay.
What?
Because I legit just could not have a reality without the other two. Like, I just couldn't.
True.
And yeah,
it was a tough decision. Like, don't think that it was like some easy
this was very
decision.
Difficult. Okay. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout everything?
Yo, I want you to guess which one I'm gonna say.
Always on the shouting. You be trying to talk shit about people, be like, you see that bitch over there?
What's that bitch looking at me? Oh my god, yes, I would definitely be shouting.
Oh my god.
Just because it would make life very interesting.
Yes. Yo, we would stay in drama.
I'll probably be getting in mad fights, right? Like, damn, this bitch, like, what?
Like, I don't even know
Why is she yelling? Right. Oh, that bitch was looking at you. Just starting mad drama.
Oh my god. Okay. Who do you trust the most in life?
My damn self.
Yes, bitch. Yes. When I was writing this, I was like, this is what she better say.
Oh, you knew. I know. You knew. I hate you. Don't be acting like you know me and shit. Like, that was the first thing that I did not even hesitate. Did you hear how I said that?
Yo.
Did you hear how I said it?
Yeah, I swear, as I was writing this, I was like, she better say my goddamn self.
My damn self. I know that's right.
That is right. Yes.
Was that 3 already?
That was 3.
Okay, this is going by, like, I don't even know if it's going by fast or slow.
Right? Like, I can't even tell.
Okay, Donnie,
Yes.
what are some things that you've had to unlearn?
Ooh.
We getting deep, y'all.
Right? I had to unlearn being in a place where it was me against the world. I had to stop feeling like I literally only had myself when I had so many supportive people around me, even though I can't see them all the time. I had to unlearn being mean to myself and calling myself ugly and thinking that I'm not worth anything and thinking that I'm not talented. I had to unlearn looking to other people in order to get validation for myself.
Say that shit.
Like when it's like you insult yourself so that someone can like be like,
Say,
no,
that's
no,
not
you know what
true.
yeah. And I knew that I was doing it for that reason, and it was pissing me off even more because I knew that's why I was doing it. And so I had to like really snatch myself out of that because I hate when other people do that. And so I'm
Right.
like, you can't be doing that yourself, bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you consider to be home?
Another cliche answer, but I say home is where the heart
And
is.
where that heart is?
Um, with the people that I hold close to me. So it's like
Aww.
I feel at home with moments like this when I'm able to talk with you, or like when I'm able to like hang out with Christina, or like see people that I haven't seen in a long time that make me feel empowered. I think after like a lot of experiences that I've had, like where I live, I had to really learn to detach home from being an actual space. Like, just because you lay your head somewhere, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a home.
Don't I know that shit?
Right? So, yeah, I find home in experiences that I have with the people that I hold close to me.
Yes. I feel that. Okay, so what trend has to go?
Ooh, see, this is gonna be hard because I don't be knowing what's trending. Um,
But what's one thing you just seen that you was like, that's a no.
Bigotry,
Oh,
because it's still
I was not
alive and
expecting that.
kicking.
Why did I feel like I just got slapped in the face? The way you said it like that. Oh wow, that was aggressive.
I'm just so tired of people thinking that they just have the right
Are you
to
sick
say.
and tired?
I am sick and tired.
Are you sick and tired?
I am so sick and tired of the bigotry and the promises.
Stop it. Oh my god. A
Yes,
mess. I feel
hate
you.
that. Also, I think that wearing socks with slippers need to stop. I'm tired of niggas walking outside in the heat
Ooh.
with these thick ass socks and these slippers. I don't get the point. I never have. I never will. Cut it out.
I'm not. I'm not even gonna pretend to know anything about
I
that
don't get
because
it.
that don't make no
Don't
sense.
get it.
Like I hate socks
See,
as a whole. Like I hate when my feet feel hot.
I feel you.
Like in the middle of the night, even if I don't have socks on and my feet are hot, like I'll wake up out of my sleep.
Ah,
So I don't get how people wear socks when they don't have
yeah,
to.
I feel you.
That's weird. Yeah. All right, that was 3,
Ooh,
bitch.
okay. If you can give any inanimate object the ability to feel, just so you could beat the shit out of it, what would it be?
Ooh. It would be a Chucky doll.
Oh! What are you being on Chucky for?
You know why? That nigga was doing the most.
Day
Why
trying.
was he doing all that?
The most. The most.
That's why, because he was doing the most.
Like, you angry at people for the way that you ended up getting murked.
So
But
you want to come out here
when you was a killer though.
and kill
Yeah.
innocent
Like,
children?
what is
Like, what
wrong
the
with
fuck?
you?
And that yell he was doing at the end of the movie be getting me. Like, nigga, what is you talking about?
He was an angry ass doll.
He really was.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could be on a fly on the wall for anything, what would you want to spy on?
Ooh. Oh, this, I don't know.
Right?
There's a lot.
Yeah, I would spy on some next shit.
Right? Like, I like mad things just like are streaming and I'm like, I would spy on everything.
Everything.
But what is like one specific thing? I would go in the bedroom of Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I was just thinking I would go in the bathroom of Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Wait, but why
Specifically,
the
when Beyonce is constipated. Because I want to see what that face looks like.
Why?
And
it probably looked like what she was doing when that girl was sleeping. The same face. I bet you.
Between that and that day that she was at the basketball game smacked as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Yo, she was smacked.
Yeah.
She was smacked.
Smack City. Yeah.
She was like in a whole other dimension.
Yep. So I ain't got to take her wig off. Ooh, yeah.
But yeah, I would just go there just to see what they be talking about.
Right? Like,
I just want to know.
I feel like they don't even talk to each other. Like, I feel like they're that kind of couple where they like lay down on the bed next to each other, but they both on their phone and like just don't say shit.
Right. Or say like one thing and laugh and then just go back to like doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
True.
And they're happy when the kids run in the room so that there's a distraction.
I can't with
like,
you. I cannot with you.
Thank God. Hey, Blue.
Blue is the real master of that house.
She the OG. She
Blue
the OG.
is running shit over there.
Everybody know who running that house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Blue Yonsei.
Not Blue Yonsei.
Oh, that should have been her name. Blue
Right?
Yonsei.
Ooh, that's cute.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. What are your top 3 curse words?
I don't be cursing.
That's true. You're not a big cursor, Ron.
And you actually agreed with me?
You don't be cursing like that. Well, you don't curse as much as
I just say the F word.
Yeah. That's what the fuck, nigga? That's yeah.
Why do I have to sound like that? I don't sound like a bird, okay?
Oh. Okay. What holiday would you like to create?
Ooh, a holiday like the Purge, but no killing, where you get to go to the stores like Sephora and shit and get whatever you want. But there's a limit to like 500 items for that day. So everybody can go to any store they want, but there's a limit of 500 items per person so that they don't wow out, you know? So yeah, that would be like my holiday.
I like that.
Right? Isn't that? That would be lit.
My fat ass would go to Chipotle.
Right. Oh, restaurants count too.
Yes. I would go on a food tour.
I'll go to the car dealership.
Oh, bitch, yes. I can't drive, but I bet y'all get a car.
I know, right?
Okay. Oh, wait, no, that was already 3.
Yeah, okay, so my turn. What age do you wish you could permanently be?
I was going to write that too.
Really?
Yes. I feel like things started going south after like 22.
Ooh.
Well, so damn. I say like 22. Like I do 22.
Mine would be like 21.
21?
Yeah.
21 was a good year too.
That was like one of my favorite years.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Who is your favorite artist?
Ooh. I mean, number 1 for me is Aaliyah. And she always will be.
BBG.
But there are a lot of other people that I really, really, really look up to. And sometimes I feel bad because I don't listen to Aaliyah a lot these days because even still now, if I get too bingy with her stuff, I will still get emotional. So I have to like get in that zone where I'm like, all right, I'm about to watch some shit. And then I'll just like binge music and videos and acapellas and interviews and like just like go off and have me a good
Yeah.
Aaliyah time. But yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's your least favorite?
Least favorite artist?
Yes.
They are pretty tied, and it's not about
Like, there's more than one.
yeah, and it's not about caliber of talent because I do think they're talented. It's just them, and that is
Okay.
Katy Perry and Taylor Swift.
How the fuck did I know? Literally, I pictured those two in my mind before you said it. When you said it's not, listen, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
forever.
Yep, that's me.
Oh,
Literally.
they, yeah, I think they're super talented. Well, not super talented.
Yeah, I was about to say like
Yeah,
super.
that was a stretch.
They're talented.
Yeah, they good. But yeah, it's just them, like the way they come across, like their character. I just really don't feel them. And like with Taylor, it was like a up and down thing where it was just like, oh, like okay, I kind of dig her, and then I'm like, no. But now it's just no, girl, like stay where you at, and like no one made you do what you did. You chose to. Like,
look what you made me do.
Like, girl, I didn't make you do nothing.
And right.
And Katie, like
you don't even have to explain that one.
Yeah, like
you don't
just sit all the way down and don't stand up.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, that was 3.
All right. What was your favorite subject in school?
Surprisingly, it was math.
Ew.
Why? Because I fucking hate math today. And I was good as hell. Like, I was like a straight A math student.
That is amazing. I needed you in my life so I could cheat off you for tests because
like top of the class math. Now I'm like, damn, my brain was working like that.
Yeah, nope.
Now it's like
Yep. That was me even then. It was like, no.
Oh, well, damn.
Yep. Math was just not it. And then because of that, that meant that physics wasn't it.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Like, it was just, nope, I was trash in all of those classes.
Well, yeah.
Okay. What song would you play while committing a massacre?
Nina Simone's Cinnamon.
Ooh, I don't even know that song. I gotta check it out.
You never heard it? What? Oh, no. Play that shit right now.
Let me hear it.
You never heard Cinnamon?
Let's see.
Oh, I have an honorable mention, though.
Ooh, what?
It would be Woo Woo Swag by Lil B. Better get it, Simone.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to?
All on that day.
Run the rock. Please hide me around the rock. Please hide me around the rock. Please hide me, Lord. All on that day.
Yeah, I could totally see going at some people with the sword and having this black thing.
With the axe.
Yes.
With the axe.
Slice that motherfucker.
With a smile on my face.
Right?
Like, yes, bitch, you shouldn't have done that shit.
Yes. Love it.
Yes.
Okay. Who would you be happy to hear was punched in the face recently?
That bitch from the When They See Us documentary.
Oh, right? Like just caught a quick clap, clap.
Right, her.
Yeah. Was that 3?
I think that was 2. Or how many questions you got left?
1.
Oh, damn. So you've been, what? You've
I
been
think
asking.
you should have like 4 left.
I have 1, 2. I have 3 left.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay.
Do you want to just ask me the last question, or you want me to ask you the questions and then you?
How about you give 2 and then we'll each give each other our last one.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So, what are you most likely to do when you're drunk/high? And I got an answer in mind because I know why I chose this.
Well, if I'm just high, like, and I'm home, then most likely watch porn.
Oh my God.
But, well, blast some K-pop, especially if I'm en route to somewhere or on my way home, then I will be dancing to
Think of
it.
something that you would do when you're around people, especially your
Oh
friends.
God, get emotional, tell people how much I love them.
That's the one!
Yep, that's me.
That is the one. I was looking for.
I'm like, I love you so much.
I love you so much. Like, you are so amazing.
Yeah. I bring the waterworks.
You sure do. I was like, why is this not his first response? Like,
and I was just talking about this too.
Everybody talks about it, okay?
Oh my God.
Okay, next. What is your biggest accomplishment so far?
What is my biggest accomplishment so far?
No, don't say what I think you're about to say, because I know what you. It has to do with a fart.
No.
Okay, good.
No, I was laughing because my mother was like going off in the background.
Oh, okay.
What is my biggest accomplishment? I guess till now, just the fact that I finally released that song that I was holding on to for like 500 years.
Okay.
And I've made a lot of choices this year where I had to like put myself first, and sometimes they came at the it affected other people outside of myself, but they were the right decisions to make for me. And so I'm glad that I stuck by it.
I feel that.
Yeah.
So, last question. Should I ask you or should you ask first?
I'll ask
Okay,
first.
dime.
If you could tell anything to yourself in your teenage years, what would it be?
You don't have to have it all figured out right now.
Word.
And don't lose yourself, bitch.
Yes.
Because I feel like there was a moment that I lost myself, like my true self. Like I really like locked that bitch like deep down inside, and I was just like being a tique, quote unquote, normal person. Meanwhile, like inside, I was like dying.
Right.
So I would tell her like, no, but she knew, but to like never feel like you had to mask yourself or suppress your true self.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would say the same thing. Yeah.
And my question for you, what will the next 3 years look like for you? And go crazy with the only imagination, like go wild crazy.
So, the next 3 years will bring about new music. me finally having a team established, me being able to travel with the people that I want to travel with, me being able to purchase my first home that is an actual
I know
home.
that's right. Come through with the home.
Me getting closer to learning Korean because I really want to learn that language. Me finally being able to tour, even if it's a country tour for now before I start going to other countries.
Yeah.
And me being able to look back at these moments now and the moments prior to now and just look at it as a distant memory of a place that I was in
far away
long,
distance.
yes,
Right.
long fucking time ago.
A land before time.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel you.
Yay.
And that wraps up the question segment.
That was so much fun.
I hope you guys that was able to like give you guys a gist of our personalities, stuff we like, you know, just how we be. How we be.
Yeah.
Like DMX, the genius, said, they don't know who we be. So
and we hope that through this series that you'll be able to get to know a lot more about us and what it is that we do and what we look to be able to do with our careers and our future. But this is just like a little glimpse into our characters and our personalities and just how we vibe with each other.
Yes. Okay, so today's episode was brought to you by Bundles by Blanket. Blanket Johnson's Bundle Boudoir. Bumping our bundles since before you could say, bitch, big being bougie.
Hate them bougie bitches.
Bundles by Blanket. Ever since Michael Jackson moonwalked his black ass to heaven, Blanket's been under the radar. Where has he been? Writing emo rock music? Sucking dick? Smoking crack? No. But I have. Blanket, however, has been selling bundles. Is it human hair? Yes. Nigga, it's his hair. He custom grows bundles, inch by inch, bitch. So put your order in now with Bundles by Blanket. Located on the intersections of Crenshaw and Senegal.
All right.
All of that.
All of that.
So, it is time for a very deep corner in our show called the Princess Nokia Highly Melanated Aboriginal Taino Brujeria Spoken Word Cafe.
Ooh, snap, snap, snap.
Ooh, snaps across the board. Snaps across the board. We're going to give you our Princess Nokia style spoken word to speak on the truth of life that is the melanation of the life in the world.
Ooh,
you will
come through.
Go ahead, girl.
This is Rocky, by the way. My lips are loose like a goose. What? Did you think I spruced for you, boo? My loose lips don't quiver for you. Like Olivia said to Fitz, earn me! Because I am a melanated queen, your gringo peen shall not approach this Nubian temple without an offering.
Speak.
And that's it.
Yes. Church.
Ashe.
Now this is Donny Nokia.
Ooh, come through.
The thickness of my thighs complement the melanin of my lips. The quickness of your lies complement the bullshit I'm not fucking with.
Oh!
See, this Boricua ain't no freakwa. I'm a strong, proud woman. This Taino ain't Taino. But in another world, I could have been. Don't call my phone, cause I ain't got minutes. And I'm sick of your promises. Nope, I ain't with it. My brujeria strong. Craft is stronger. So if you got money to pay that, then nigga come over. I take the green line. My litness is always the y'all. Your oppression is always the nah. But my black girl magic be causing static. Don't be telling me I'm weak, cause I'm real empathetic. The titties of my face, which are my eyes, will always see through your lies. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. You thought I wouldn't freestyle on you, boo? Get out my face!
Yes! Yes!
And that was the Princess Nokia, highly melanated, aboriginal, taino, brujeria, spoken word.
Cafe. Enjoy, Ashe.
Ashe. And now we gonna hand it over to my girl Rocky, because she about to read you your whole life with Astro World.
Hello, hello, hello to all of my beautiful people. Okay, so I will be giving you an advice card for the rest of your week based on your zodiac sign. Aries, you're needing to move on from a situation or remove yourself from a certain situation so that you can gain more clarity. And whatever this situation is, I'm seeing that you will be able to make more sense of this once you remove yourself from the situation. That will give you a clearer picture of what's going on and help you make the best decision. All right? Taurus, you're not listening to something. You're being told to listen to your intuition. There's something that is nagging at your intuition that you are kind of putting on the back burner. So you're being asked to open up and listen to whatever this intuition is telling you, because that's what's going to get you to the next stage that you really want to get to, but you're kind of blocking yourself because you're refusing to listen to a certain voice. And you know what I'm talking about too. Don't be stubborn. Gemini, there's something that you put work towards and you're kind of waiting to see the fruits of your labor at this point. It is coming in, but you need to have a little bit of patience. And while you are waiting, you're being told to not stay in a place of like stagnancy, like just sitting and waiting. Like do other things while you're waiting so that you can be more productive in the meantime. Okay? And happy late birthday, Geminis. All right. Cancer, you have some solar plexus activations going on. So for those of you who don't know what this is, the solar plexus is your third chakra. It is represented by the color yellow, and it's where your creation comes from. It rules creativity, and there's a lot of energy stored there. So either, okay, so do like a body scan and figure out if your solar plexus is working. Like, are you feeling like you've been creative, or do you feel like you've been having creative blocks lately? If so, then there's need for work to be done to allow yourself to create. Okay, so focus on that this week. After Cancer, we have Leo. Leo, you need to open up about something. Leo, you are represented by the heart chakra, but there's something, and like usually, like I'm surprised because usually Leos are very open with their heart, but there's something that you've been like kind of holding close to your heart, and there's a need for you to express whatever this is. All right? And also, I'm hearing there's like a situation that you need to open up to. Like, it may be very different, but don't be afraid and to just go for it, okay? And next we have Virgo. Virgo, this is kind of big. You have the first Major Arcana card. Major Arcana is like major events. And this is regarding balance. There is something that you need to ground. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There's something that you need to be kind of like in a contemplation, like a place of contemplation about, okay? It's like almost a feeling of needing to be still and also not overthinking everything. It's a very like mixed energy. So I'm feeling like you have a lot going on in your mind that you need to calm and take it easy. All right. I hope that made sense, Virgo. Moving on, we have Libra. Libra, there's an opportunity that is coming your way, but you might miss it because you're too busy looking at something else. So don't do that because this is something that you don't want to miss. You should not be focused on what isn't working out for you and focus on what could work out for you instead. And don't close the door on any possibilities right now. Stay open. Scorpio.
Ooh.
Yeah. Shut up, you stupid Scorpio. Scorpio, so you have a card that's suggesting that you need to either allow or be more sharing of your heart. So if somebody's expressing their emotions to you or showing appreciation towards you, learn how to receive that. And also, you might want to be in a place of giving that as well. So whichever end of the spectrum you fall on with that, that's for you. What else? There's some kind of connection going on. You are linking up with some people to get something done. There's like, you might be partying, but Virgo, you doing some partying or what? Yeah, some of you guys are celebrating something with people and you're being in a receptive state and also in a flow of receiving and giving. All right. Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. You are at a stage right now. This week, some things might come up for you about your inner child. There's something that you need to tackle and confront within yourself that may be holding you back. And when this comes up, don't be afraid to go through it and face it head on so that you can fix it, heal it, and move on. Okay? Who's next? Capricorn. Capricorn, you are moving. There's a lot of things that are picking up the pace. This might be a very busy week for you with a lot of things to do, people to see. I feel like some of you may be taking a trip, but if not, you're just getting a lot of things done and things are moving forward. Okay. And next we have Aquarius. Aquarius, you are in a place to be a teacher at this time. There are people who are looking to you for answers when it comes to something. Some of you, I just heard like maybe you're doing like a seminar where you're like the one teaching people. Whatever like scale this is on, people are looking up for you. They value your information, so don't be afraid to share it in any way that this comes up in life. Don't be afraid to share what you know and anything that you can help other people with, because it is valuable and it is very necessary. Okay, last but not least, we have Pisces. You are revisiting a situation from the past. Some of you, your exes might be calling you back. So if you don't want them around, then don't pick up the phone because they are coming in hot. And is it even Mercury retrograde?
Ugh, is it?
No, Mercury's not even in retrograde, but girl, Pisces, you are either revisiting a situation from the past or somebody from the past, DK, an ex, is trying to holla. Like, you decide what to do with that. But either way, I see you being balanced and just like going with the flow, whatever happens.
Don't do it, girl.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. And that is Astro World with Rocky.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're coming to a close for our first episode.
Yay.
This was so much fun. Like, I'm already excited to do it again next week.
Me too. Like, this is what we're about to be doing every week now.
Right? Like, it just feels so good. Like, I was just so excited yesterday just thinking about it, where I'm like, oh my
Me too.
God.
Like, I was like, oh, it's tomorrow.
Right? But
yes, this will be a good addition to my schedule for sure.
Most definitely. It feels good to be able to devote time to making sure that, you know, I'm able to be in creative energy and do stuff productive.
Right. And this is like free therapy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And another reason for me to talk to my bitch.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yes, it's necessary.
So we're going to close the episode with just some motivational words for you guys and for each other. Okay. So today I'm feeling very inspired and appreciative for this moment. And I just want to remind people that you don't have to always get on yourself if you don't feel like you're not being productive enough or that you're not doing enough.
Oh my God, that's literally what mine has to do with.
Oh, get out. Because this is, you can only do as much as you can do. And it's better to appreciate the one thing that you were able to do than to shit on yourself for the other things that you haven't been able to get to yet. So just remember to keep yourself grounded and focus on the fact that even with you taking your time and taking it a step at a time, you are still getting there. And there's no measure on time and how long it takes for you to be able to reach that thing that you want to reach. We can only make those things for ourselves. So just keep believing that what you're doing is beneficial and that it's going to result in something powerful and something rewarding for you in the future.
And what I wanted to say was basically be kind to yourself, talk to yourself nice, and know that there's no rush in life and that life is not linear and that you're doing amazing. Just reassure yourself, affirm yourself, like be your number one fan, and don't ever feel like you have to be a certain place at a certain time because like I said, nothing is linear, okay?
Yes.
And that's that on that.
Yeah, forward to talking to you next week.
See you next week. Bye.